Alright, another phone podcast because I'm too sick to get out of bed. Alright, okay. Because for whatever reason, I have been sick with something awful.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has something to do with this thing in my face. I don't know. Could just be stress. I feel like I got like a hive or something right here on my face. It hurts like hell.
You should probably go get that checked out.
Yeah, with what money?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we can't.
There's free clinics.
We have no money. I want to save as much gas as I have.
Yeah.
We can't even afford food.
Yeah.
Just while you're walking to go register at a food bank.
Yeah, tomorrow. Hopefully.
And I had to break fever today, so since I wasn't at work, I usually slept. Or not usually, I slept most of the day. And then while I awoke, decided to watch a movie. And I said I would... This is probably going to sound fucking terrible. Let me sit up here. So, I said I was going to show you some interesting movies in the horror category.
Yeah.
I knew of this movie because I know it's the follow-up to Akira, but didn't get as much fame. The movie is 1995's Memories, an anthology film. 3 different movies, or 3 different films in one, all of varying quality. Very, very different ones. So, nice. So, Memories, what'd you think of it?
I really liked the first one.
Yeah,
the rose.
That's kind of how I figured that was going to go.
Yeah.
The first one's going to be the best one.
Yeah, it was though. It was really good. I liked that one. It was scary. I didn't know. I was thinking, oh, it's a ghost thing. It's a ghost story. But then I was like, wait, but it's like a computer thing? But then how does she know? Like...
It's 2092. Weird shit happens.
But then, like, I don't know. I think it's like AI gone wrong type of thing.
Okay.
But they never specified, like, who built the ship.
I think it was her. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
like,
all the
who
mystery.
built the robots.
We know
and
Gabriel's
stuff.
fucked. Or Miguel. Was it whatever his fucking name was? The other guy.
Carlos?
No, Carlos was the guy that she loved. And then we found out that she actually killed. But no, the other guy. The guy who went with Hans.
I don't remember.
The second guy.
Oh,
It was the guy who went there with Hans, the 2 space people.
Yeah, I thought that was Carlos, isn't it?
No.
Oh. Well, he was, like, walking around in the water.
No,
and
she called him Carlos. She made him believe it was Carlos.
Oh, okay. I was like...
Anyway, so yeah, I guess we might as well say which is your favorite of the 3.
Well, that one.
The first one, yeah. Which is your least favorite?
I would say the last one with the weird...
Yeah, the last one is...
Yeah, it's a little too much, like, World War stuff going on there.
I think that was the point of the short. It's just that it wasn't particularly good.
Yeah.
It was very...
It didn't really seem like a storyline either. There was just, like...
It seems like something I would actually like to see it expanded to see what the fuck is going on. But as just a little short snippet, especially one that is the end of the movie,
Yeah.
it was a very bad ending.
Yeah, also that...
Because the movie just ends.
Yeah. It was bad. I didn't like it. I didn't like the stink one either.
You didn't like the Sting Bomb one?
No.
At least the Sting Bomb one was funny.
Yeah, I think it was more, like, funny than actually, like, serious.
At least it was funny. I liked it. I just think it was...
I
think it was really stupid.
I think they could have done something more with the whole, like, fact of, like, the sci-fi part.
It's pretty sci-fi.
Yeah.
Though these stories don't really seem to relate in any way.
Yeah, I feel like they were just short stories that they came up with and was just like,
So the movie's a collection, an anthology of 3 short films. First one being Magnetic Rose, directed by Koji Miyamoto. The second one being called Stink Bomb by, Tensei Okamura. And the third one, Cannon Fodder, by Katsuhiro Otomo. And yeah, Cannon Fodder is absolutely the worst one. If I were to do this, I think I'd flip it. I flipped the whole thing. I would have Cannon Fodder be the first movie. It's also the shortest.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to watch, but it's not what you should end on.
Yeah.
Also, the title of the movie is called Memories, which the only one of these that has to deal with that is the first one.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like it should be flipped. It should be Cannon Fodder first, Stink Bomb second, Magnetic Rose the last one.
I just like the Rose one. It was so good. I just like that a lot.
I thought Stink Bomb was fun.
Yeah,
Like, I'd probably watch it again just because it's funny. I don't think I would watch Cannon Fodder again just because I don't know. I think by itself it'd be better, but to be the end of this movie is not good. It's just like, it asks a lot of interesting questions, answers none of them.
Yeah.
And then just, that's the movie. If you would have ended with Magnetic Rose, I think it'd be a lot more powerful too, especially since it's about memories.
Yeah.
So, Magnetic Rose is the first film. It's a group of space, I think they're scavengers or salvagers. They work for a company. They get an SOS signal coming from a strange ship that looks like a rose and is the size of a large asteroid. They send some guys in to go answer the SOS, and inside of the ship is like a giant fucking mansion. Stone and marble and all that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Seems to be the mansion of some opera singer from 2032. We don't really know how it got out here. Also, the ship is in a weird, what they call a graveyard of space. It's very interesting, and it seems to be abandoned, or is it? It might be ghosts, except not ghosts.
But
it's beautiful. It's interesting to watch. It's sad. It's haunting. This short story is really, it's so good.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't want to ruin it. I think you should watch Memories just for this one, because it's so good. The problem is it sets up a tone that the rest of the movie has nothing to deal with.
Yeah.
I thought Saint Bomb was going to go in that direction because it starts with a bunch of people dying.
Yeah.
And then it's like kind of funny. It's really stupid.
Yeah, like the first one was more like serious, and it was
It's very serious and dealt with like child death and overcoming loss, and your getting lost and ruminating in your own memories and not being able to escape your past. That's the whole.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
Also, like weirdly, like there's with the opera singer and stuff. It said like during her end of her career, she started getting like weaker. Like she wasn't able to sing. She didn't have enough energy to sing, or something like that. And I thought that was
she lost her voice.
Thing.
Probably didn't train well. I mean, she also did some other shit. But like I said, I don't want to ruin it because if you're gonna watch this movie, which it's free on Tubi, Tubi's got a lot of great shit. This is what you watch it for, and this is what the cover art of the movie is based off of. The rest of the two, they don't belong in this.
Yeah.
They don't belong in it, but if you flipped it, if you watch Cannon Fodder first, it gives you like, whoa, that was beautiful and weird, and it's also has a very different style and all that. And you got Stink Bomb, it loosens you up, it's a good second act. Either way, I would keep Stink Bomb in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you get to Magnetic Rose, and it's like, oh shit, and then you leave the movie theater. You would leave the showing, being like, hey, thinking about something. Because the only thing I'm thinking about Cannon Fodder is, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
It's not that it's technically bad, it's just not for this. It has nothing to do with anything else. It almost doesn't look Japanese, which is what they did on purpose. So Cannon Fodder is the third film, and it's done in a very German, European style. They're in this weird, like, World War I steampunk. Some World War II elements in there. Yeah. Every house is a gun. They're shooting at some unknown enemy that never fires back. It's talking about the military-industrial complex is what it's trying to do, but it doesn't really seem interested in going any deeper than just being like, isn't this fucked? Yeah. And that's about it. But you don't really learn anything. It's a very interesting style. It's a one shot. The camera, it seems to be one continuous shot throughout the day. It reminds me of a lot of old European, sometimes British animation. I thought it was going to end like bad shit. I thought they were going to return fire.
Well, I thought the dad was gonna die.
Dad was going to die. I thought the kid. I thought the
back.
kid was going to die. Because when he goes to bed and you hear the air raid siren, I'm like, oh shit, and then nothing happened. The movie's over. I'm like, oh okay. Sting bomb. Might as well talk about that. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
A lab tech suffering from the flu, who still goes to work for some stupid ass reason, despite having a fever and coughing and sneezing on people and shit. Just like 1995 was just a different time, I guess.
Yeah.
He works for a pharmaceutical company. He's a lab tech. And he hears about these experimental fever pills that got sent as a sample they could test. One of the guys tells him about it. He goes, oh, I'll take one. Turns out, I don't think that's what it was. Because he goes to take a nap to, sleep off the fever. Wakes up and everybody's dead. Everybody's dead.
Yeah.
The entire facility is dead. It's not just the facility. He goes outside, it's the town, everybody's dead. Well, it turns out he's taking these pills and it's turned him into a bioweapon. He is creating a stink cloud that is killing people. Which is really...
Yeah,
the stink part's what gets me. Is if it was just he was killing people. Because you don't see the cloud until much later into the film.
Yeah.
And then they send the cool NASA astronauts who... I don't know how he got the suit from the guy. But...
Yeah, that part was really weird. I think that was supposed to be like a horror thing at the end.
No, I think it was the joke. It was just a joke. Because the whole thing was silly. It starts off kind of not, but the whole thing is silly. They then decide that they find out, it's coming from this one guy who is still trying to make his way to Tokyo because one of the pharmaceutical guys didn't know he was infected. And it's like, you got to get this shit up to Tokyo so we can get these papers and this pill so we can figure out what's going on. And for whatever reason, this guy is hell-bent on getting to Tokyo, despite everybody and God trying to kill him.
Oh yeah, there's like
and telling him to stop, and he just decides, I'm going to keep going forward. If he would have stopped at any point in time, none of this shit would have happened. If he was decided, to not. This dude's very durable and it's very, very. He got the blinders on, I guess. Because even his grandma was yelling at him from a helicopter. That was weird.
Yeah, that was...
They tried every different way you could think of to kill this guy, and he survived. But if he just would have stayed where he was, they wouldn't have done that. Don't know why someone couldn't have got throw a walkie-talkie at him or something. But it's just really stupid. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, it was more lighthearted.
The first story is horrifying. The second story is fun. Third story, I don't know what the third story is.
Yeah.
Because the whole time you're waiting for something to happen and it doesn't. I think there's a message there. It's obviously about military-industrial complex and war for the sake of war, even when there's no enemy, because they never say who their enemy is. And it's obviously based mostly off of World War I Germany, but a little bit of Nazi Germany thrown in there. You have German people. Actually, there were two points in this movie there are German people speaking Japanese, and that just doesn't sit right with me. And too many World War II memories. And yeah. But outside of being interesting and beautiful, I mean, artistically, it's great. It's just, why is this here? Why is this one particular film here in this collection? It's so weird. The only way it's tied to anything is, I guess, Stink Bomb's also a story about war. So it sort of connects to cannon fodder. But Magnetic Rose isn't about war.
Not really.
It's not about war at all. They're just salvagers. They're just deep space salvage instead of deep sea salvage. And he had an SOS, so they got out there to help some people. Turns out it's a weird ghost robot. Some crazy shit happens in that movie. I think at one point in time, the movie was supposed to be this one story. And they were like, well, it's not long enough to fill a movie, so we have to put these two others in there.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it feels like. Because You could call Magnetic Rose Memories, and it would fit.
Yeah.
I don't know how these other two movies fall into that. I'd say 6, maybe 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'd say Magnetic Rose is a 9 out of 10. It's great.
Yeah, I like that.
It's
I wish
it's
it was
just that
long.
it's just that everything else is not. Stink Bomb's fine. Stink Bomb's a good one. It ends poorly with Cannon Fodder, just because it just ends. If Cannon Fodder was first, Stink Bomb second, Magnetic Rose third, I think it'd be a much better film.
Yeah.
Because they don't tie together in any way. So there's no reason why you can't mix it up. I bet if you watched it backwards, it'd be better. But what did you think of it all?
Wasn't a fan of the two last ones, but was a huge fan of the first one, the Rose one.
Magnetic Rose.
Yeah, I just like the idea of all that. Like,
give you any Matrix vibes?
not well. I mean,
Magnetic Rose.
kinda, I guess, but like, I just like the whole
Memories.
aspect.
What is real? What isn't real?
Well, that, and it's like the concept of the singer. Like, I don't know. Like, I would love to see, like, a movie fully fleshed out, like, plot and everything.
What else would you do with that movie, though? They kind of covered it all.
I know.
What else would you add?
Who built the mansion?
No, we don't need to know that. We don't need to know. No. This is one of those stories where the less you know, the better.
Yeah, that's true,
Because
I guess.
That's where the horror comes from.
Yeah.
In this sense.
Also, I think it's horrifying because it's, like, in space, you know?
Well, of course.
For some reason, just, like, something... Being in space is horrible.
I think they all died.
Yeah.
Because they got their ship, too.
Yeah. It was, like, falling apart.
Well, I've said we didn't want to spoil this.
Oh.
Still, watch it. Watch it. If after the first film you want to turn it off, fine. Because I don't think you're going to get much from the other two. I will say Cannon Fodder is an interesting watch, just artistically, because I don't know too many movies that look like that. It's very interesting. By itself, I don't think it's bad. I think all of these, and it being the ending, especially after such a strong start, really drags it down.
Yeah.
But I'm introducing you to more anime. And more interesting stuff. Memories, 1995. I think it's easier to get into this because they're just 3 random stories than it would be Akira. Because everybody loves Akira, but the problem with Akira is it makes no sense. And it's a long movie. And it makes no sense because so Akira was a long-running manga, and they chose to make this movie off of one specific part in it, and the manga wasn't done. Also, the manga is completely different. So you have characters and storylines and all this stuff in this movie that you have no idea what the fuck they're talking about because it's been dealt with in like 4 other books.
Oh.
You know, and so it was a weird choice to make the movie at that particular point in time.
Interesting.
But yeah, but it's beautiful. But I can't tell you what the fuck's going on in that movie. But it is beautiful. That was, I think, a decade before, or was it like 87? Something like that. But yeah, that was Memories. Because that's what we're doing now. We don't have any topics to talk about because of other shit going on. We're just watching movies.
Yeah. I mean, we have interesting things going on in our lives, but...
Oh, we'll save that for the show.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if you want us to talk about that here.
We'll save that for a whole episode by itself.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm tired.
Okay.